I've been busy decorating the hotel that comes with the Animal Crossing New Horizons update, and basically what happens with this hotel is that the Kappas will give you two different styles to work with when decorating the hotel rooms. We pick which style we want and then we decorate each hotel room according to that style. You can only decorate 2 rooms per day and there are 8 rooms available, which means if we want to furnish the entire hotel, we're gonna have to come back each day and do that. I've already decorated the first 2 rooms in this hotel, so I'll link that video down below if you want to see it, but let's go and see which 2 styles Leilani is going to give us today. Okay, we have 2 theme options. We could do a simple room or we could do a ranch room. The simple room has a plant, so that's kind of tempting, but also a little basic. Let's do the ranch room. I'm thinking cottagecore vibes. Oh, we made the right choice for sure. Look at this wallpaper, and all of the recommended items are really cute too. Okay, first of all, I think I want to make this room a little bit bigger this time. I don't want to go too big here, but I feel like maybe going up to like an 8x8 could be good. And then what else do we have in this recommended? We have this rug. I love this rug. I actually have this in my own Animal Crossing house, so we'll add that. And then also, I don't know if I want to do like a full house in this one. Like we could add this patchwork bed. This one always has the prettiest swatches. Like look how cute this country one is. So we'll add that and I'll move that over into the corner for now. And then we can also add this table. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do little areas. Like this can be a little dining room over here. I can add a couple chairs. We'll just add those going around the table. And then is this rug big enough? No. Okay, we'll put that over to the side for now. I could put the table over top of this rug. So maybe I'll keep that where it is. I'll shift all of this stuff over so everything is going to be over on top of the rug in this corner. And then this little mat can just go at the front. I think we need to get some wall decor going in here. Let's add the cuckoo clock. I'll add these dried flowers. Ooh, mom's art. Some of these are pretty. Like this little stained glass dog. Which one is gonna match? These ones might be a little too colorful. Actually, no, this is okay if we rearrange some stuff. Maybe I can put this over my bed for now. And how about 4 of them? The only thing is I don't know if I'll find 4 that I'm gonna like. Like, yeah, these might end up looking a little too colorful for what I'm going for. I want something soft, something like neutral and pretty, and these might be a little too much. So let's get rid of these. Maybe I can add the fancy frames instead. Maybe we can find something a little more dull in there. We can do like a gallery wall, and it's gonna be okay if they have different frames. Oh, maybe we can add this mounted candle in here, kind of pull it together that way. And then what do we have for the custom patterns? That works. Yeah, okay, I like that over the bed. That looks pretty. So far, so good. I'm definitely glad we picked this style. Okay, I've added a kitchen over in the corner. I'm also gonna add a mirror. We only need one way to get into this bed, so I could add a mirror over in the corner. And then I want to try and make a room out of this kitchen furniture. Like I want to use it to section out an area of the house. So I'm gonna try and rearrange this so it's not just like there, it's going to actually function as a room. And then this plant, honestly, there's no other plant in this game in my eyes. I will reuse this plant so many times if I have to. It just looks so good in like every aesthetic. Should I add a bird? I mean, why not? This brown swatch works. I'll put that over in the corner and it's under the recommended, so screw it. Oh, I thought this would be smaller, but we can add this shelf of mugs. Maybe we can add a matching patchwork chair. This pattern is just so adorable. I can't get over it. But is this gonna be too matchy-matchy? I think it will be if I put it beside the bed. So let me move this kitchen stuff back over. And then we can have the bed on one side of the room and then the other chairs with the same pattern can be over in the other corner. I think that way we can mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna add 2 of them. And then what about a couch? Can I fit a couch in here? And can I find one that's gonna match? Maybe if we just do like a plain white couch, or we could put this over against the wall and then have the 2 chairs out in the middle. Since we have a bird, maybe we should add some more pets, like a little pet bed with a ball. And this wardrobe, I need something taller in that corner, so we can add this ranch wardrobe. And I'll put the pet bed over by the bird. They can have a friend. We need more wall decor, so I'm gonna add more kitchen stuff. Like this pot rack can go over here. We also haven't added any ceiling decor yet, so I think I'm gonna add this milk glass lamp. This is another one I use all the time. Or this chandelier could be cute too. The chandelier could be more of like a classy look. You know what? I like both. Let's keep both. And then for this wall, I'm gonna add some plants. I have room in the corner for another lamp, and now I'm just trying to fill up any empty space. Like I could add this table. I love these antique tables like this. I actually got one myself off of Marketplace recently, and it was only like 20 bucks. I was pretty excited, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, maybe we add a stove. We don't have one. This one's got the fire burning underneath. It doesn't make sense to be in the middle of the room though. So if we put this over against the wall, then we could properly section off the kitchen by adding this sink here. And then we can just put our table back in this corner. Yeah, that is definitely looking more sectioned off now. It looks like it's its own thing. And what if we had some food on the table? I always love doing this in Animal Crossing, especially the big bread baskets. I'm obsessed with bread. Like this would be my entire meal. And then the only thing we need now is this wall at the back is looking a little bare. So I'm gonna add a big bookshelf. I'm also gonna add some more wall decor on the wall. And there we go, we're finished our ranch style hotel room. This is so cute. I'm glad we went with this one. It looks so cozy. It looks like a little family home or like grandma's house or something. This would be such a dream Airbnb sort of thing for like a cottage. Like if you were doing a little winter holiday and you wanted to be super cozy, this would be perfect. Okay, I need to take my picture. I'm gonna play around with some filters. But there we go, how adorable. Our first one is done. Now let's go see what we have next. We can do one more for today. So our options here are we could do a kitty room or we could do a dreamy room. I feel like dreamy sounds more fun, so let's pick that. And then walking in here, look at this star wallpaper. Oh yeah, we're gonna be able to nail a dreamy aesthetic for sure. Looking through the recommended items, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Everything is so pastel. Like this flooring is so cute with the little hearts in between the tiles. There are different wallpaper options, but I think I'm happy with the starry one. It goes perfectly with a dreamy vibe. We can add some of these cloud carpets. I think I might add a few of them, and we'll add this cute bed. The furniture collection they're using as recommended for this is like the cute stuff. So everything is gonna have hearts and bows on it. Everything is gonna be in these like pastel swatches. I'm torn between the pink or the sky blue. Like the sky blue is cute too with the purple, and that matches our wallpaper really well. Let's go with the purple, and maybe we can add 2 beds in here this time. Like one big double bed and then one smaller one. And this one has a little teddy on it. The options on this one are so adorable too, but I think I'm still gonna go with the blue. This one has like the cloud and star patterns on it. Now for a dresser, this one I think I'm gonna keep white, and I'll put that over in the corner. It has the little heart handles. I'm avoiding the bear for now because I know it's huge, so I'm just gonna add a table. We could do a dining area over in this corner. I'll move the dresser though so it's not so squishy. Do I want everything to be sky blue though? What if we change up some of the lighting? Like what if we went for like a purple tint? And I think for this one I want there to be a lot of ceiling decor, like lots of things hanging from the ceiling. So let me try this dreamy hanging decoration. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be good. And I think I'll add a few of these, like just spread around the room. We can maybe change up some of the colors too. What else? Ooh, some candles. Ooh, look at this mom's candle set. I like the swatches on here too. I'll put those on my table for now. Oh my gosh, and we need the moon chair. This is one of my favorite items in Animal Crossing. It's so pretty. I have this on my island too, and I can't find out where to put it because it needs to be a feature. Like it needs to have its moment. So I'm always at a loss. Like I can't find the perfect place for it. But in here, I'm gonna put it right beside the bed. So it's kind of like framing the bed. And then what color do we go with? Should I go with pink? Does it blend into the wall a little too much? I don't know. Let me see if I add the rest of the decor. For these starlights, I was gonna put them along the ceiling, but what if they frame the bed? So they'll just be underneath the canopy. I want to add some more wall art. We could go with this shelf with the little animals on it. Oh, and the floral sconces could be pretty here too. Let's go with the blue. Oh, I'm loving this so far. I think we're nailing the dreamy. I think we definitely got that. I'm gonna start adding some plants. I'm gonna add this hanging terrarium, maybe over to this side. We could add some dreamy shelves. I love how this one has a lot of the little stuffed animals. I'll put that next to the bed with the other ones. I think we need a little contrast too, so I'm gonna try this white swatch. I'm adding a lamp. This mobile has some dreamy options too. I love how this swatch is just called gorgeous. No, we're gonna go with this one with the stars and the moon. And I want to add this cork board. I could definitely add a custom design on here, like maybe some of these butterflies or the heart actually. Yeah, let me add the heart. I'll put that over on this wall. We don't have much going on here yet. I think now I'll just add some of the stuffed animals near the end of the bed. Like look at the little unicorn and this rabbit. They can be friends on the floor. Maybe I can add a vanity over here. We'll add my favorite plant, and we're getting a little full, so maybe I'll just add a few more things. I could go back and do some custom frames, and then I can add in some of my custom designs again, like these flowers or the bows or the butterflies. Yeah, the butterfly one is good. And for the other one, I'll add a bow. That looks so good. Okay, I'm really happy we did the custom frames. All right, I think we're done. This is my favorite room so far of the entire hotel. Look how cute it is in here. I added a stereo over to the left. We've got more of our stuffed animals on the ground. Those cookies on the table just look so yummy, and it's just so dreamy in here. Look at me on my little moon chair. It's perfect. All right, let's hand this one in. We're done for the day, and we'll see what options we get tomorrow. Okay, it is a new day. Let's go see what options we get for room number 5. Okay, we can do the skyscraper room or the diner room. I feel like one would be more modern and one would be more retro. I'm kind of tempted by the skyscraper one. I haven't really done many modern rooms in Animal Crossing, so let's try it. Oh, the wallpaper is really interesting. It makes it look like we're up on a skyscraper, like with windows overlooking the city. Or we have this option, which is kind of weird. I'm gonna go back to the other one. I feel like this one is kind of cool with like the windows, although it is gonna make adding wall decor a little weird. For flooring, I'm gonna do this checkered one. We'll add this hanging light. And then what do we have for recommended furniture? Okay, this furniture collection is called the Cool Furniture Collection. Definitely more sleek, more modern. It's giving The Sims 4 city living. So I'm just setting up this living room for right now. I'm adding a coffee table. I've got a plant and a rug, just sectioning off this little area for the living room. And I think it looks nice all black. We could add this retro stereo. I think I'll add that over on this wall. And okay, so far so good. This is where we might run into a problem. Like if I want to mount a TV, is that weird? Maybe we change this over to an accent wall, but I feel like that's also weird. Like it doesn't quite look right with the rest of the walls. If anything, I think a brick wall could work, but then we get these like random windows. What about an entire bookshelf wall? No, I think screw it. I think I'm just gonna go back to all my walls being the same, and I'm just gonna mount the TV. Whatever, we'll put it right there. I don't think it looks that bad. And then anything else we could hang it kind of above the windows, like these plants. And I might use this counter table as a bar, like an island kind of thing. We could add bar stools behind it. It would be nice if it was facing the TV. I'll change it over to this black and wood, but if we're facing the TV, I don't know if we'll have that much room. Also, it would be nice if some of my furniture could match the black and wood, so I'll change the coffee table over to match. Then we can add these counter chairs. They're like little bar stools, and I feel like a pop of color could be fun, like a green. But yeah, again, running into the spacing issue, and I don't know if I want to make this one bigger, so I'm just gonna put this over in the corner. I can add my stools. Technically, they would be looking out the window, and the blue chairs might match a little better. I feel like this could be like a stylish girly in this hotel room, so what if we added some clothing racks? I could add this banker's lamp on the desk, and we need more plants in here. What about this bonsai tree? This in the corner, I'm gonna make into a closet of some kind. Like I'll add another clothing rack and a mirror, and technically one of my chairs in the living room, like the daybed looking one, is the bed, so I don't have to find room for another bed or anything. I'm adding these sconces again up above the windows. I guess I'll add a little more wall decor, but I don't think I want to add too much in this one. I want to keep it looking sleek. For the final things, I'll just add this magazine rack. I'll add that on the coffee table, and yeah, I don't think I want to add too much else. We'll keep it sleek, keep it minimal, sleek and chic. All right, so this is how this room turned out, the skyscraper room. We'll say this one is up on the top floor. Imagine this is not what my island looks like on the outside, but they can dream. I like this one. It's different. It's not really a style that I normally go for in Animal Crossing, so it's kind of fun to change it up sometimes. All right, let's hand this one in to Leilani. Luckily, so far, she's liked all of the ones that I've made. side. That would be really upsetting if she didn't. All right, what do we have for room 6? Ooh, our options are lodge room, or we can do a Japanese retro room. Lodge would be cute, but it might be similar to the ranch one we did. And I already did a Japanese one, but I want to do a Japanese retro. Okay, let's try it. All right, so far in here it's looking kind of similar to the first rooms that I did, but I don't want it to look similar at all. We have to change it up. We gotta bring in the Japanese retro. So what do we have in here for options? I like the screen as the wallpaper, but I do really like the green tea room wall as well. So I think I'll add that right now as an accent wall. And then for my flooring, I'm torn if I want to keep the green or if we want to do the checkers. I'm gonna keep the green for now. I did checkers in the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and add this dresser, and this is where we're gonna figure out which wood tones we want to go with. For now, I'm gonna try this orangey tone. Ooh, look at this cute retro TV. Okay, we definitely need that. I'm gonna add this over in the corner. What is this item? A takonoma. Is it a divider? Oh no, it's kind of like a little nook. That's interesting. So we definitely have to keep the green wall so it blends in. Or what other options do we have? Okay, I can change the scroll swatches, and none of these really match the rest of the wall, so I'm gonna keep the green. We'll put that over in the corner. I think you can put little items in there too if you want. I think I'm gonna play around with this, but for now I'll put it right there. What options do I have for my bed? I have this futon. It looks sort of just like a sleeping bag, but this is in the recommended, so I think I'm gonna add this maybe near the takonoma. Ooh, a kotatsu. I find these so cool. I think I want to add these, but maybe we can change it up with a custom pattern. This is like a Japanese dining table. What about this? This is a retro pattern. It doesn't match anything I currently have in my room, but we can change that. I'm also gonna need more room, I'm realizing. We're gonna have to make this a little bigger. We'll do an 8x8 again because my kotatsu is gonna need some pillows around it or something, and this is already getting squishy. So for the pillows, I'm gonna add these Zen cushions. Again, I don't know if I want the swatches to match perfectly. Let's see, if I add all 4 of these around, I do feel like this might be a little much on the retro pattern. You know what? I'm gonna delete these for now. I'm gonna choose a different pillow. Like there's this regular cushion we can add instead. They just come in white, so I can place these around the dining table. And there, I think that looks a little better. They match my futon a little nicer. I don't think I want it in the center of the room though, so I'm gonna squeeze this over for now. And then maybe we can use this as a divider. I feel like it matches the wall better that way anyway. We could either add my dresser in there, or I could carve out some space with some flooring so that this side has like a different flooring thing going on. That'll add some variety, and then my bed can go in here and my bed can face the TV. We can add this plant, the yucca plant. I feel like this will match, and then again we've carved out a little space in the back there. And then for some wall decor, I feel like there are a lot of options we could use for this style. I'm gonna add these autographed cards. Those can go near my bed. I like this fish print too, something about it. I'm gonna add one of these of a carp, and then maybe we can do another one underneath. Again, the other walls are gonna be a little weird for wall decor, so I'm really gonna try and put it on this one. And then what else? We could put a kettle on the table. We could add an old phone. I feel like we should bring in some more color. Like what if this phone was red? Then we could add the noodle cup. Ooh, I love those. Another retro stereo would make sense. Maybe I'll add that over here instead. Okay, I'm liking this so far. I didn't really know where we were going to start, but it's coming along. I'll add another plant here in the corner. And then what about something fun? What about this vending machine? It matches the red that I've started to bring in. I like that it's kind of just random too, like a random retro collectible. I think I want to bring some more red into the other corners of the room, so I'll add that over here instead of my stereo. Then we can move the kotatsu out a little bit and maybe put the record player in the back. Ooh, also this tiny library is such an adorable item in Animal Crossing. There are people in like my neighborhood and stuff that have these. Like they just put them outside and fill them up with books that they don't want, and then people can come and take some. They can like leave books if they want to. It's a cool concept, so I'm gonna add one in here. And then what if we add this arcade game? It matches the vending machine. It can also just be a collectible. I'll start adding some ceiling lights like this Zen lamp. I could also add these spotlights, again kind of like above the screens, just so there's something up there and it doesn't look so empty. Okay, what else? Now we just have to fill the empty space. We have these shelves. I like these with the clutter on it. Ooh, and we can also change the fabric. Like there's a little strip of fabric on it. I like the green polka dots. It's kind of subtle. Or we could go retro with like red stripes, and that matches my arcade game. And what if these cushions also match that fabric? aesthetic. Like, what if we went with the red stripes? I think I'm gonna do it. And I think that's pretty much gonna be it. Oh, I added this fan on the wall, and I find it really cool how it interacts with the other items in here. Like, you can see it blowing on the rack of clothes that I have, and my plant moves, but only when the fan like points towards it. But there we go. That's gonna be our Japanese retro room. Does my claw machine work? Let me try. I doubt I'm gonna get anything out of it, but let me see. Is it just programmed so you lose every single time? I mean, I guess that is realistic, but so frustrating. Imagine having that in your house. Our poor guests are just gonna be stuck in here trying the claw machine the entire time. What about the vending machine? No, we don't get anything out of there either, but there is our room. I like this one. This one is also different. This is a different day, trying some new styles. I think this one turned out really cool though. All right, let's hand this in and we'll see what we have next for the final two rooms. Okay, this should be the day that we finish the hotel. So let's see what we're gonna do today. Our options are exquisite room, which could be interesting, or frozen room. I'm gonna do exquisite. I've had enough of the frozen here in Canada. So coming in here, we've definitely picked the most interesting choice. Look at this wallpaper. What do we have for the recommended options? Okay, this follows the Imperial furniture line. So we have like bamboo furniture and like Zen cushions, panda bears. First of all, I think I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Then I'm gonna add these hanging lights. I feel like these are really pretty. And I love this Imperial bed. It's so classic in that red color, but the brown is nice too. I'm gonna add it in the red for now. I have a villager on my island named Soleil, and she has this Imperial furniture, and her house is really nice. So I feel like this is gonna turn out good. I'm gonna add these plants around my bed for now. And I'm kind of debating doing like a nature-inspired exquisite room. Like I can add this vine. Maybe not. I thought that would be a little bigger. What about this outdoor bath? We can put this over in the corner. I feel like that looks nice and zen. And then our bed can go over here. I'm gonna add the bamboo partition behind the bed. And then I changed my mind. We're definitely going back to this brown. Oh, these vases are gorgeous. Every swatch on here is so nice. I think I'm gonna go with the Mount Fuji one just because it matches everything else. We'll add a low table in brown. I'm gonna add some other bamboo items like this candle. And we haven't added any wall decor yet. I'm gonna add this shelf, and maybe we should add some hanging glowing moss. There's also the vine garland, so we could have a layer of both of them. Then that looks interesting in that corner. And then to keep with the nature outdoorsy theme, I'm gonna add these stone seats. They can go around the table. We need a panda in this exquisite room. I think I'll put him over here in the corner. I have a record player over here. He can just hang out over there for now. I'm also gonna add these candles, and we can add a dresser. I'll move that over here for now, and I'll add the bamboo speaker beside it. I'm just gonna add some more clutter on top of the dresser. This shelf is also really interesting, this bamboo shelf. Then we can add this mirror, nice and fancy. And I feel like we need an instrument, like a harp in the middle, or even, what about the grand piano in this walnut color? Oh yeah, that's gonna go right here by the bed. That looks good. This is such an interesting room. I'm just gonna add a rug to try and pull everything together. I think this one can work. It has a nice contrast. And there we go. This is our exquisite room. I'm glad we chose this one over the frozen one. It's super lush in here, which is something I didn't expect to happen with this room. And I really like the outdoor bath over there, even though it's meant for the outside. Okay, so this has been room number 7. We have one more room to go. And for the final room, we have an option between an antique room, or we could do a luxurious room. We're gonna do the luxurious one because that antique one, again, I feel like might be close to the ranch one. And this one is gonna be full of marble and white paneling. Oh, and it has the elegant furniture. This is some of my favorite furniture in the game. It's so pretty, it's so classy. And this is one of my favorite beds, the elegant bed. I really like the colors on it. Like I like the duvet color as it is. And everything in here is gonna be like gold. Let me look though, what other swatches do we have? Ooh, I do like this one, the Damascus pattern. It's like a maroon color. That one could be interesting. You know what? Let me try it for now. I can always change it back. As another object, we're going to add this. This is like a marble island. And I already immediately know we're gonna have to make this as big as possible. It's a luxurious room after all. I feel like it makes sense to be the biggest one. I'll add this big marble table. Ooh, we can add this, the pampas grass. I'll put that over here next to the island. What else do we have in here? Ooh, a marble fireplace. I'm gonna add that over here by the bed. And looking through those swatches, I love this beige one. I feel like everything is is gonna have this beige marble. So now I'm gonna have to go and change everything over to the same beige, like the dining table. I'll change over the island. Now everything matches. And I changed my mind. We're going back to the botanical swatch for the bed. We need a chandelier. We're probably gonna have multiple in here. So for now, I'll put that over the dining table. And then a rug maybe could go under the bed, or I was also thinking it could go under the dining table. But for the bed, what if we try to make our own canopy? I'm gonna try and add these pillars in white, the marble, and I'm gonna add 4 of them going around the bed. I also have the drapes on the ceiling, so I was thinking about connecting those onto the pillars, and then hopefully we'll have like a DIY canopy sort of thing. Okay, no, I think if the pillars went all the way up to the ceiling, it would be different. I'm gonna get rid of these. I don't think it's gonna work. It didn't work out the way I had it in my head. So I'll move these pillars over next to the fireplace. I feel like that looks a lot better. Still wish they went up to the ceiling, but you know what? I'll take it. We still need dining chairs, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the elegant dining chairs. I'll also add a centerpiece. And then for my sofa, I think I'm gonna have it match the dining chairs and not the bed. The bed can have its own pattern. I'm gonna add a couple mirrors, maybe 2 of them behind the pillars. And then we can add a dresser like right behind the fireplace. Is that too much? Maybe we get rid of 1 mirror and we can replace it with my favorite plant. What else? There's a display case. We could put something cool in there. Like, I don't know, this mirror, I guess. Sure, why not? And then I'm also gonna add these ottomans at the end of the bed. This space back here needs something, so I'll add a couple bookshelves. We can add the birds of paradise plant, and then we definitely need a big chandelier. I'm just gonna put that over my bed. Ooh, and I feel like this place needs a lot of nice art. I'm gonna go through and add a few of these fancy frames. I feel like these ones look good. I'll just rearrange them, but I like how they go in between the panels. I found this big painting, a big classic painting. I'm gonna put that behind my bed, and I feel like we're looking good here. One final thing, I'm just pulling this living room together with a rug. This is gonna be so hard to pick a favorite out of all 8 rooms. I mean, this one is just gonna be hard to beat. It's massive. It looks so nice and clean and like shiny in here. We're gonna have to charge quite a bit for this one. This is gonna be a lot per night. But that's the final room. We're all complete. Let's go hand this in for one final time. And that's it. All the guest room are done. But apparently Leilani is getting a new kind of guest room ready, and we can stop by tomorrow to figure that out. I have no idea what this is. This is as far as I've gotten with the update, so I'm a little caught off guard. I guess I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and see what Leilani is talking about. But for now, I think I'm just gonna go hang out on my island for the day. But that's all I got for you guys today. This has been us decorating the new hotel in the new Animal Crossing update. Let me know which room was your favorite. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.